Once again, here I am standing out in the middle of the street to show my lights for the holiday. This is Christmas 2009. I did my little skiing theme again. I've got a skiing reindeer. I've got a penguin who's tipping his hat. And we've got a spiral tree. Sadly, the second tree decided not to work anymore. It always happens. You put it in a box for a year and then you open it back up and it's dead, right? Instead of the candy canes on the slope, because they kept falling down, and when it snowed they were getting destroyed pretty much, but I put these just rope lights down. I'll be interested to see if it snows. It'll be kind of cool. You just see this glow coming through the snow. And that's a skiing penguin that he's kind of hard to see. He looks good in the, like if you're looking at him, but if you film him, he just looks like a bowling pin. You can't see his black wings. Here's little candy canes, and they go all the way up along the stairs. If you look over here, the rope light is, if you look over here, like, you can't look, I need to turn the camera for you, don't I? These are the same lights. I had red and green rope lights, which is what those are. And then the Halloween before last, I took them off and put this white light, and then I realized, well, I'll keep the white rope lights on here year round, and then I don't have to mess with putting them on this metal railing, which is really, really cold. So then you get to the mailbox, and the mailbox has some candy garland wrapped around it to go with the candy canes. There's a little better view of the penguin. That's another penguin who you can't really see too well through the camera, but he is waving up his wings like, yay, go penguin. More candy canes. And then we've got Rudolph hanging out up here. And I devised something last night because when the wind was knocking him over, so what I did was I took a plant stake and I put it in the ground here, and then I tie wrapped it to his tail. And what's really cool, this way he'll stay steady, and this way when he deflates, he ends up staying with his butt kind of up in the air. But when he reinflated nice and straight, which is pretty cool. And then of course I got a little spotlight on him because he's not lit, which is kind of weird. I thought those things were all lit. Anyway, here's the penguin. And then these lights are a form of controversy this year because my cranky neighbors across the street said that the blinking snowflakes were too annoying, and that every time they look out their front window they could see my snowflakes, and could I change them? And it's really annoying. Meh. It's like, you know, the only way you see them is if you stand at your front window staring out, and you'd have to look up because I'm up on a hill. Your house is way over there. So I don't know. There's got to be a Scrooge in the bunch, isn't there? So I don't think they're that freaking bad. Kind of looks like a Las Vegas strip, but you know, I think they're cute. So anyway, I think there's other issues going on there. Anyway, on the house, whoa, almost fell. There's blue and white icicle lights on the front, and then I added some more icicle lights, as it always is. I always start, like my friend Charlene was saying, that my house is always like an ongoing creation because I keep deciding to add more things. I think I remind myself of my dad, definitely in that regard. But here's icicle lights, and then I had these little colored lights. I think some of them are out, and I don't know, it just didn't look colorful enough, so that's why I put the blue there too. And you can see the blue icicle lights. They're up on the beam. If you notice, that's actually my roof, but man, I wish I could. Maybe someday, I need to have somebody come out and put a bird block on my chimney, so maybe I could get them to string lights up there. I wouldn't want to really leave it year round, but I mean, if I just did like white LEDs or something that was conspicuous, you know, that would be totally cool. Because I think, oh, yeah, there is a hook up there, so maybe somebody at some point did. Oh, I just realized there's a hook just like there's one here. So, yeah, I might even be able to get somebody, ooh. Yeah, if I could have somebody, I don't know, there's power lines here. I think I better like, yeah, anyway. Or no, actually that's the cable, I think. Yeah, anyway, till the future. So from the street, my house looks a lot smaller than it is because you're only seeing the deck's roof. Here at the front window, I just added these green lights, and there's Jakey staring at us. This is my flower boxes that had petunias growing in them, but the petunias have all died off. And I was going to plant some poinsettias, but then the guy at Lowe's, I guess I remembered from living in Florida, people had poinsettias, but the guy at Lowe's said that if it gets really cold, they'll die. So these poinsettias that are in here are actually silk poinsettias from Michael's, and they were on sale, and it was just 4 little bouquets of them, and it cost me, I think, like $6. And it looks kind of cool because there's a little bit of real greenery in here still. Like right here, there's a petunia plant. There's still a petunia growing. So kind of intermingled with the fake, it looks kind of real. So I like it. And it was very inexpensive. And it's totally no maintenance whatsoever. So, and then I just strung the green lights in here. And then this is a light curtain of stars that I've had for years from IKEA. And that is a dog that I've had for years from the Humane Society. And this is a wreath, LED wreath from IKEA. And this is just one of those, you know, the grids of lights. I guess it's to be thrown over a shrub or something, but it works out well to fit in this window. And Percy loves to sit there on my desk and look out and stare at the lights. And there's the Grinch Who Stole Christmas is hanging out in the window. There's little teddy bear lights up here. I've had these guys for a long time. They're little teddy bears and stockings. We've got a little snow windsock hanging here. And my little Let It Snow guy. And I love these LEDs. 2 years ago, when I first had bought my house, my first Christmas here, I went and I put those C9 bulbs, you know, the old-fashioned bulbs, the ones that are like teardrop shaped, you know. And my electric bill from Thanksgiving to New Year's was $360. So a year after that, I spent a bit of money and went out and bought these LEDs. And my electric bill last year was, I don't think, if it was any more, it was only because I had the heat on. So it wasn't even the lighting at all. Man, somebody's cooking something and it smells really, really good out here. Oh, and there's a Snoopy flag, which you really can't see because it's too dark. But there's more LED icicle lights. These are actually, I didn't realize when I bought them, they're blue with white, but you can't really tell from a distance anyway. And that's looking back down the hill. There's the skiing reindeer at the bottom, and the penguin in the tree, and there's the other penguin, and the rope lights. But anyway, I hope you like my lights. I kind of feel like I should put more out here on the deck, but maybe on the inner railing or something. But then again, it's going to be cold out here, and I probably won't be hanging out on my deck. If you notice, I've got my little candle chandelier. This is only lit for effect. I don't usually have my candle chandelier lit in the wintertime when it's 40 degrees out. Oh, and up here, this is a star that I had. It's really for indoors, but because it's hidden here by the beam, it'll be safe from the rain. Wow, look at that. What is those lines? Is that from the rain? Where's that light? Yeah, see the light lines? Woo. Cool effect. Anyway, God, I need to go eat some dinner because that smells so good out here. Okay, well, merry holidays. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas and all that. And happy Hanukkah. And hope you enjoy the lights. And that it was worth my freezing my butt off and sliding on the mud on my butt down the slope, which was the only way to get those rope lights properly installed, because I had to lay them down and then put little holders down to keep them from falling over, or for twisting rather. But anyway, hope you like it, and I think it's pretty. I'm spending Christmas solo as usual since my parents are 3,000 miles away, but I'm not sure what I'm doing for Christmas this year. But at least I've got friends up here now, so do something. I don't know. Last year I was snowed in, and I was quite content to bake on New Year's Eve, and then I gave everybody in my neighborhood, I gave them mincemeat tarts, my Grandma Holland's old recipe, so maybe I'll do something like that. Anyway, happy holidays, and let's hope that it